Alright. Let's see which of these hockey games I still have and go over a few of them because Kudev and them asked me to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Utopia Coliseum, Snowy Island. I wonder. And that's the Rizzo game. Alright, Kudev and Baze. Let's start with Baze. Who wins? 3-4, we lose. Cool, should be an interesting game. I don't know. It's a bit of a patient 50-50. And like, look at your angle. If you look, like, Demo can shoot this to the corner pretty easily, and you're gonna have trouble preventing that. You don't really have a teammate in any sort of position to prevent that. So if he goes up the wall with that, we're gonna have a pretty good attack. At least some threateningness. Instead of going straight at it, maybe you wrap around just slightly and cut it. And if you do anything wrong there and kind of give up the goal a little bit, this guy can cover you a little bit, and you can cut it to yourself, and it's more likely to go to your teammate. I don't know, just a small nitpicky thing to start. I know that you think you have the ball for free here, but Demo can do some crazy shit. Like, he could have just hit that forward like he was trying to, and you would have been in big trouble. This is fine. Worthless needs to be here quicker, though. Like, he should be there already. Because if you watch, like, Kudev sits on the back post, and he's ready, and Worthless is just still there for no fucking reason. I guess Worthless did a half rotation here. Okay, so he does a half rotation, and then by the time he turns, he cuts really hard, and he's beat to it. Yeah, he still wins it over me. I must have done something wrong. Doing a replay thing real quick. Talk in a bit. And I get fucking wrecked. Alright, let's go back to base. This is fine. It's not bad positioning and you're covering time. I still think you could be more on the wall here. Like, if you had, like, set yourself, continue this route for half a second longer. And then you can actually boost forward almost. And you'd have a better angle, and you could shoot that with the left side of your car or deny it. Oh, I mean, I've already noticed that you seem to be still a lot on the field. You should get your rotation such that you're moving a little quicker forward. This is fine. You're at limited boost, but you're not playing scared. Oh, that's excellent. Good job. Way to not go back for boost there. It's a really good play. And this little pinchy happens. Time misses, and you guys are there for it. A big thing watching you guys play over like the course of the play was your rotation punished our mistakes almost every time, which was awesome. Awesome to see. Because a lot of times we'll play hockey teams and we'll just whiff and it doesn't matter because our rotation just covers it and they don't have good enough rotation. In hockey, I would not have minded you going on the wall like almost immediately here. In soft car, I could see you sitting on the ground, but in hockey, just get up the wall earlier. It's good that you denied him and forced a middle. I don't mind this. Maybe be a little more accurate so you could get the hit too, but it wasn't terrible. It helps your rotation. This is scary. Yeah, that should be a goal. Alright, so real simple fix to that one. So, once again, this Dominus player, Worthless, is kind of in the way. So right here, when he cuts across to deny time, he doesn't really do anything. Like, that hit, just leave that. It seems scary, but it's not. Because time has hit it so hard that he can just leave this. Right, don't touch that. Just leave that. And your third guy will pick it up. Kudev would have loved that. He wanted it. But Wang just had to touch it. Okay? And right here, as soon as you touch that, bail to the right. So as soon as Worthless touches this, he realizes that he fucked up. He really can't deal with that. And he's still, once again, he's just in Kudev's way. Just double jump to the right here into this space. And what he can do is then Kudev can challenge. So Kudev can come and go challenge. And he can Kudev can split Demo in time if he needs to. All the while knowing that Worthless has his back, because Worthless is in this position, so he can kind of cover him too. And then Worthless is just going to wrap around and play it safe. And if depending on what Kudev does, Worthless can kind of sit in the middle and cover Demo too. And then you have two players that are kind of available to fuck with Demo if they need to. That doesn't mean he's going to always be covered, but it just allows that. But instead, with Worthless going back here, this whole middle part of the field is just given up to time. Like this whole area right here is just given to time and Demo, and look, they use it. I mean, time was like, all right, I'll give it to Demo, and Demo said, I'll give it back to time. And like Worthless is never at any point in his rotation there in a position to hit the ball. He has nothing. We can watch it here. Right here, he double jumps there, but he double jumps into Kudev's way. Like Kudev wants to go, but Worthless is coming like, right at him. If Worthless comes slightly this way, he can even like he ends up in a path to almost bump Demo by accident. He doesn't even have to be looking for it. He can be looking at the ball and almost accidentally do it. And then he's out of Kudev's way, which is huge, because then Kudev can take over this space right here. He can challenge, and then Worthless can cover him at the end. If you watch, see how Worthless gets perfectly in Kudev's way? It's like hugely bad. And this space gets given up after that. And then, I mean, you kind of just see what happens. So just watch that shit. Gets scary. Alright, we'll go back to base. Pushes up. This is fine. Again, I still feel like you're going really slow. I don't see why. Double jump into Supersonic and beat Demo here, or at least 50 him from a close range. When you give Demo that first touch for free, he has so many options. He can drop it down to me and get a clear out and just make your positioning worthless. I said worthless because, you know, that was in my fucking head. So he can just drop this down to his teammate. You just give him too much time. You had him almost beat to that. At least 50'd on that ball. I think you need to be in his face a little more. This is fine. You could have gotten a better hit. Your speed actually, your slow speed almost helps you get a good shot here, because you could react to that and take a shot. Or even what I would do is soft drop that middle to Worthless, like just jump once and kind of air roll it slightly to the middle. It would have been pretty gross. Worthless would have been really happy about that. Again, Worthless is way better on that rotation. Big difference, actually. Let's watch him again. So instead of cutting across to come at Demo here, he goes wide. He's still a little straight. I think he can take a bit of a wider route. He's going straight back to goal, which means it's going to be hard for him to cut left at any point, and you can't really see the field. If he cuts a little bit more this way, and then he can always drift angle. He'll have better 50s than if he's going this way, but it's much better than it was before. Demo is just going to 50 Kudev. Kudev really, like, he gets to play now because Worthless didn't get in his way, and he does well with it. I'm going to take a shot, and Worthless in the right position, hits it forward. This is a good attack setup coming up here. I think Worthless is low on boost, and Kudev is really just kind of fucking him there. But, you know, he's got the boost, and he wants the ball, so I'll allow it. I'll allow it. This is fine. They get in each other's way, but let's fuck it. It's hockey. Two on the same side. Right here, again, he gets the boost, and then he needs to cut to the left, or a little bit earlier. Just a little bit earlier. And you see he's going to give up the same space again. To me. In soccer, that's a problem. In hockey, this is a problem too, because I can push this to the right, and you guys... Just slight holes. You're giving up the middle a little too much, but you dealt with it. You turned on him. I'd definitely go ceiling with that. Like, I think you should have just gone straight at it and gone ceiling. I think you beat him to the ceiling, right? There, even. Like, just... let's see if I can show it. Just go straight into it. I don't know how to use this camera. Alright, this is straight up. So that it comes out like this. And I think Worthless and Baze both have better chances of getting that. They have a good 50 with time. It's a good aerial play. Instead, he kind of lets it out. And then once it goes downwards, our rotation typically can handle that. Good 50 there, but again, I don't know. It throws off your teammates with this hit. If you hadn't hit that there, Worthless could have been here and hit it. Although Worthless was out of position, so he ends up picking this up anyway. This is fine. Let's go back to base for a second. Again, every time you guys rotate, it seems to be a little tight for me. I know Kudev's on the back stick, but let's just widen it slightly on each one. This one's not so bad, but just a little bit more, so you have a little more angles. Just a little bit. Let's watch Kudev for a second. It's good on the back post. You should have slowed down and stuck with it, though. Right here, you get boost, just hit brakes. The moment that you rush in, right here, a back post shot becomes really scary, and you can't see me at all anymore. So wait a little longer on that back post. Just cruise around a little bit. Slow down here, hit brakes, wait a little longer. You rushing in, you get yourself into trouble. Phase, that does well with that. Again, you see how you never saw me? And you guys are a little bit slow to the ball. Like right here, you feel like you're safe because you never see me because I come across, but it's pretty scary. That's a pretty scary shot. It's almost a goal. Yeah, it should have been a goal. Where's Worthless? Worthless is great rotation. Saves you guys here. It's really good rotation there. Really good touch also. Love it. Let's see. Pretty good 50. Jump a little further out and you got a better 50. Jump further out and hold forward, and your front half of your car will cover the wall part, and the rest you can follow through with a bigger jump on the second jump if you need to jump further out. But this is fine. Base has got to be beating me to this. Let's see. I don't know. This is coming out towards me a lot, but I feel like he launched. I mean, his whole car momentum is going to the right for some reason. Like, you're aerialing over there, whereas if you watch me, I'm aerialing straight at the ball. We were probably about an equal distance to the ball. Although the ball is coming at me, I still think if you aerial straight at that, you're much better. But you're aerialing all the way to the right, and I'm going straight at the ball. Straight at the ball. So I wouldn't. Worthless is pretty good position, but he does have to deny time that. This is fine, and then, alright, let's see. Just gets full boost. Right here, he should not be inching up at all for that. He should be, he needs to know he's the last guy here. So inching up here is really a big mistake. And once he does inch up, kind of hang out there. If you're gonna inch up, you can't just rush forward and rush backwards. Rush forward, rush backwards. You gotta commit to your positioning. So right here, he could just defend facing the goal. But instead, he chooses to go back and turn, and that kills him. If he kind of went straight back diagonally towards time, knowing that's kind of where the ball was gonna go, slowly, he could have gone straight up at this to the right and beaten time to this. It would have looked something like, where's Worthless? Sorry if I'm picking on him, but he just happens to be a part of a lot of these plays. He could just kind of be cutting this way, straight diagonally, slowly, 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 so he doesn't get fucked, and then just, I mean, jump straight up. He can, like, literally, he can keep his car straight and just side flip it with the right side of his car. It would be the easiest way to do that. Same thing. This area, I mean, this area looks hard, but it's not. You just aerial straight up, and then you can dish it to the right, do whatever, and that's pretty good. Instead, he gives up this, and even, I mean, his jump is almost useless at this point. Time's got you beat, and you're going too fast. Some breaks at that point. You're aerialing at nothing again. It's alright. Your aerial games are a little behind. That's fine. Just breaks here, slow down a little bit, and kind of, like, once you're in this position, it's just kind of slow down, jump to a mid-height, and, like, react to it if you want to pre-jump, or kind of jump your car at a distance of, like, this, and cut off the goal as much as you can. Kind of eclipse the goal with your car. This is a pretty good place I would be. Just kind of flailing my car right in this space is pretty good. And then he would still hit it over me if I did that, but it's still a good play. Time should have scored that. Alright. Continuing. This is good from Worthless. I like the speed. I like the hit. Stays with it. Good. This is fine. I'd be out of ball cam here, but you know, I know it's hard. Alright, so we watch Worthless do his play. Let's see who's behind him. Sorry if I'm switching around a lot. You'll get over it. It's not bad. I think you should be slightly more to the right here. Just slightly. A little closer to time. So you can cut him off easier. See how it costs you? If you were slightly more to the right there, you would have gotten it. But instead you had to turn earlier. Just slightly more to the right and this play would have been over. See how you just give up that little bit of space right there, and I take advantage of it immediately. It's slow. You do deny the aerial, which is good, but you're a little slow. I don't know where you're going here. I guess you're hoping the ball will come across you. So right here, your positioning's you're already out of position. Base, this is fine. Don't go into the corner with him. Again, you want that boost? You can't have that boost. Getting that boost completely fucks your team and leaves the back stick open. You just can't have that boost ever. That boost is off limits. And, yeah. So this is bad, too. But he kind of... So right here, as soon as you see this is fucked up, cut to the left towards that puck, right behind Baze Knight, or cut all the way to the right. You had to choose one. I would have actually, knowing Baze was there, I'm going to just continue on this path, right here. Straight that way. Would have been really good. Because then you would have been wide, you would have been straight at the ball. Never really turn here. You didn't need to turn as much as you did. And jump. Like, you're not defending the goal right now. Baze is. I think you're trying to defend it, and you should just let Baze defend it for a second. Don't try to do everyone else's job. And then you would have cut to that right boost, it would have been pretty good. And then Baze could have known to stay on his side. It wouldn't have been that bad. It's a good aerial to try to get your rotation back in order, because it is a fucking mess right now. Worthless covers you and gets a good back post rotation, and it's excellent. Right here, just closer to the wall on the left. I know you feel like you're covering middle, but Baze and you are not. It just watch how time's gonna get this. It's you see how you have to come all the way. You end up all the way on the left anyway. I know you feel like you're covering stuff in the middle, but it's not as good as you think. Sometimes it'll get you faster to the ball, but I just suggest a little bit wider there. All right, what happens here? See how you, like, every aerial you guys are doing is, you have to work so hard at it. Jump, it's not a good fast get up. You're not really going straight at it, and you're always reacting to other people's aerials. Just beat them to this aerial. Right here, hold down boost, fast get up, and you beat him to that aerial. Just optimize your aerial games a little bit, boys. Alright, let's see what Worthless is doing. This is fine. Pretty good rotation, actually. Grabs a second boost. Does give up middle, but if someone challenges early, you guys might have an advantage here. Let's see what happens. Challenges early and pushes me outside, which is good. It's a little... He didn't really do anything, but he pushed me outside, and that's big. It shows you guys know what you're doing. It's really good, actually. Underward, where's Baze right here? Betty's doing something. Yeah. Alright. Again, I don't quite think this is the right rotation. Keep going. Keep going on this path right here. Just keep going. You guys are trying to do each other's jobs, so keep going. Just keep going, and you can even widen up a little more, grab some of these boost pads, and then you can check on the ball with the ball cam really quick. And as you're doing this, you can kind of do it slowly if you want to, if your timing is right, so that you can always cut in like this. And then if you time it right, it's all about timing rotation. You just want to be covering, and then you time it right, and then you know when it's your safe. You'll figure it out. I mean, because this positioning, it leaves time. You're gonna have a lot of trouble if time gets a shot. You want to be ready for anything, and if time gets a shot, it goes pew. This top left. Well, I'm like attached to someone right now. It won't let me away. Oh, I guess I'll just stand. I don't know. It's being weird. The camera's being weird. Fly. All right. Just watch. This left post becomes really open with this goalie positioning. Just be careful of that. It's not bad. It does leave a little bit to be desired on that back stick. This is fine. I think you pushed up a little early. Like right here, just kind of hit brakes and hang out like you like to. And then turn to the right slightly right when that 50 happens. So like right when this 50 right here happens, just turn to the right slightly. Just slightly. You do a little bit, but not quite enough. And then you would have been more angled. As you turn to the right, you would have been right here, and then you could have angled forward like this. And this is a much better path than the path that you're on. Because with this path, you can wrap around like this and play really strong defense from the opposite side. Just slight optimizations. And if you had taken that path, alright, let's see what would have happened if you had done that. Let's go back. So if I ask you to cut to the right slightly more, right? So you cut to the right just slightly more here. So you're maybe over here. And then that ball goes like that. So then you're cutting up a little bit. And as soon as it goes like that, you cut across like this. And you see how much straighter my car would be? Your car is having to go back. My car is wide, and then I get to take a more diagonal path and then turn straight. Instead, you're pushed going this way. This is not quite as good. And you see how you're gonna struggle with me because of that. You do get around him, and that's good. Right here with limited boost, that's pretty good. I actually like it. Oh, I think you should have stayed there. Just tap brakes on your landing. right here. Tap brakes and cut to the right with a quick drift. And maybe do a challenge. I think that would be best. Leaving here, just kind of didn't do much. So it's a pretty good rotation out, though. Really good rotation out. And it's a great time to cut there. That was a smart idea. Yeah, good. Kudev picked that up. That was a really good rotation. I enjoyed that. Get up. Work on your fast get up. Snow Day players struggle with it. Especially, it's actually a thing in Snow Day where it's hard to do fast get up. Right here, it's just got to be right. Lift up your car, double jump, and get boost going. Just get that fast get up a little better. Get that aerial game worked on. Not sure what the fuck that was. Hold on. Okay, should not be pushing up with him. Your teammate's already going. Go a little bit slower. And who's covering the net right now? Slow down again. Slow down. Slow down. Baze is in goal. What the fuck are you covering? You're trying to cover the goal yourself. It's terrible. Just relax. This is fine. See how he didn't even get to do anything. Like right here, he's wanting to like beat people to the aerial, so he's being quick, but he's never gonna beat time to almost anything. He's just wasting space, and then because of that waste of space, he gives up his ability of his car to turn, and so he can't react to that. And then time's already got him beat to the right now. If he had been back further and just waited, none of that would have happened. He would have had more angles with his car and been able to deal with it. Let's see what Kudev does. Oh, I was on his view. It's just very confusing. That's good. Love it. Very similar to what I would do in that situation. Make sure you land going towards the boost. So just land, land going towards the boost there. Ditch the ball and land going towards the right boost, and you would have had a really strong play. Because you would have cut us a boost also. Instead of having to come all the way back here, you would have cut our boost and been able to have some advantages. Great 50. Let's see how that worked. So pushes up. Oh, no, it's not this player. It is this player. Right, good rotation. Look how he's slow. The slows down. Really nice. Oh, and it's not even that player. This is fine. Cuts in and denies middle, which you guys were really good at. And Demo makes a really bad decision not covering the goal. And you guys get a nice goal. Love it. Okay, again, 2 central here. You're not going to beat anybody to anything. I mean, even if you do, look where your car ends up. I like to attack from the wings. So attack much wider. And then when you attack this ball, you have a nice 50 to the middle. You come around it. You have a nice 50 to the middle. And you can shoot if nobody's here. You can take a shot. But where you're coming from, you're forced to go this way. What the fuck's over there? Nothing. So be a little more aware of that. You can go middle to be quicker to the other team, but it's not going to get you shots and goals. And you want to be getting shots and goals. Again, coming from the middle, it's really hard to shoot from where he is, and he has no angles to 50 me. If he came from the outside, I don't think he would have been afraid to 50 me there. So like right there, if he comes from the outside, I don't think he's afraid to go for this aerial and stop me. But because he comes from the middle, he has to chase. And notice how his chase still has no angles. You see how you're still forcing the ball to the wall, forcing the ball to the wall, forcing the ball to the wall. If you're on the wall already, you can force the ball middle. Try and hang out. Not on the wall, but just in this area a little more. Hug the wings a little more. It'll give you more angles on a lot of things. It's a good touch from Wang. Alright, let's see how Baze ended up over here. It's good going back here. Again, I think there needs to be a little bit more boost a little earlier there. Because all he has to do here is beat me to the ball, especially. And it doesn't seem like he's beating me to the ball anymore. He's kind of given up beating me to the ball. Get right there, you want to be beating emptiness to the ball. That's huge, because I've got out of position, and if you don't take advantage of that, you're doing nothing. So, try and beat me to the ball. That's important. Tuck in kind of in front of me. And see how you're running away from me now? Now I'm a big part of the play. And you're kind of forced to do this shit. If you had just boosted initially right here, boost really strong, so you catch in front of me, and then get to the wing. Or you can even cut around me to the left if you don't think you can beat me. Or you can go wider to the right, and then cut middle right when I jump like that. Some cool things can happen, but you end up just kind of afraid of me, and then not able to help your teammate. It's not easy, but you'll figure it out. Alright, let's see. Let's see what happens here. Alright, this is not a good angle. Really not a good angle to be approaching someone in the middle. So like right here, Demo has so many options. He can go right, left, anywhere, and your car cannot turn to react to that in time. So you gotta be much more careful. Like as soon as the Demo goes to the right, I mean you're already done. That's all he had to do. Let's go slightly to the right. So if you slow down, you grabbed boost and you immediately boosted. That's a big mistake. Just you don't have to fucking check that boost is there every time you get boost, man. All right, it's gonna be there. Just relax and keep wide, because as soon as you go in the middle, you're gonna get fucked over. So just keep wide, slow down, and right here, it's a 3v1. It's not really time to dive. I'd take an approach. Don't give him the whole field, but kind of force him to a wing and force him from one side. Take this left side and say, no, you need to go to the right. And when he tries to cut you like that, you would have had a good 50 or done something else. Or he would have had to go to time, and it would have given your teammates more time to get back. But as soon as you come down the middle, Demo's going to give you big problems. And he does. You make him look like a star, dude. He's a piece of shit player. Come on. Come on. Alright. Good touch. This is fine. Get another to the right. That's not bad. It's a good try. Don't worry about it. Honky's hard. Again, coming from the middle. You can't do it. Look, you can't see anything at all. He can't see where I am or where my goalie is right now. So where's time? You have no fucking idea. If you're on the wings, you know exactly where he is. And you really don't have an angle. And if you want to come down the middle like this, you make it a far side run. So instead of being here, where you can't see anything, and you really, I mean, at no point does he have time beat to the ball. Time has him beat to the ball this entire time. He's not really threatening. If you come from over here, even if you don't have time beat, you at least have angles to prevent him from doing things, and you do have him beat to anything that hangs out in the corner. And anything, like up to almost here, you still have him beat. You have him beat to something, and you're angled towards the goal. Now, if you come wider, you're off time screen and thought entirely. You're beating time to any balls that are like here and here, because he's not positioned right for that. And you can always cut across and help, and time's going to have trouble seeing you. So if you want to stay wider, and then cut across when you need to, but be here. Okay? Don't be here in the middle. This is no man's land. No man's land is really hard to work with. Baze Knight literally has to hit this perfectly to the right, and you'd have to go straight up and aerial a straight to the right ball, straight to the left at like a 90-degree angle, or it would be very, very difficult. And even if you did it, time's still in goal and able to save it, and you're not beating anybody to the ball, and Demo's coming back. So it's not that threatening, and it's one of the hardest. Like, you'd have to hit this perfectly to the right, and I think it's still not good. So just work on that attack. Right here, Demo's coming down the wing. Worthless is cutting off the wide and wins it, because Demo fucks up. That should be good. Wins it to a teammate. Alright, how the fuck is this a rotation? No. You're not, don't stay and help. He's like hanging out here, staying and help. On this double jump to the right. Make it, first of all, it makes it clear to your team that you're out. Okay, so double jump to the left. Okay, it gives you way more angles once you're here to come back if you need to. Right here, you really don't have any angles. If you cut to the right, you're still going to lose most 50s. It's easy to trick you if you cut to the right here. But if you're over here, you have more angles with your car. So just double jump middle a little more. And I don't know where the fuck Baze is. Where did Baze go? Baze did this little aerial, and he's still landing. So it's a little aggressive by Kudev to be that far up. He's still, well, it's not. No, it's a little aggressive here by Worthless to be pushing when Baze is up, but he does win the 50. So we get it. And Baze, how the fuck did it take you this long to get back? What the hell are you doing? No. Don't go back and get boosts. Don't dick around. Go straight to the middle. If you're that late, you shouldn't even be getting this mini boost pad. Let's see again. Jump off the wall here towards the middle of your field. Don't go for the corner pad. Jump off the wall immediately towards the middle of the field at this point. Because you are late and you still set up an attack. Get out. Too slow. Too slow. Too slow. Fuck you. Don't do this. It's good, but again, you cross the back post here for no reason, and then you have to stop. Right here, slow down. Right, start cruising. Like, you hit, as soon as you touch the boost pad, you're like, I gotta press boost for no reason and double jump as fast as I can back to goal. Kudev has the goal here. Stop trying to do other people's jobs. Just relax. Cruise around right here. You're doing a great job rotationally here, but you just rush it, and you ruin the timing on it. And there's no shot coming right now, and you're rushing to goal, and then you have to stop, and you lose all your momentum. And then you get beat to these aerials because you have no momentum or speed. And look, you're coming down the middle because you have stopped yourself. And then look at this angle. Again, you end up with this angle that you can't hit the ball. If you had gone slow, you would have had a much better angle. Don't do that. Alright, let's figure out what Baze is doing. This is good rotation. Cuts a little early still, I think, but I get why he did. Slow down here. Slow down here. Slow down. Good. Now leave the goal and re-rotate. This seems weird. This is going to be a hard one, actually. So right here, once the ball crosses over you, if you're on the back post, you should try to get to the opposite back post because your other guy is going to rotate faster than you. So Kudev is not going to know where to go here if you don't do. So what I want you to do, basically... Hey, where's my... Fuck this shit. Alright, here's my fly cam. So Baze, that went back over your head. So I literally want you to leave the goal without fucking with Kudev. And cut around like this to the left and become the back post guy again. Okay, if you stay in the goal, it's really worth it. Make sure, if you're going to do this, make sure your teammate has like a little bit of control for a second. Not very long, but just a second. Then you're out of Kudev's way. Now Kudev has a job. He has momentum, he has the ability to go here, and he can cover the goal. But right now, you're kind of both doing the same job, and you're both doing it at no speed and no momentum, and you're both confused. So what I want you to do is you come out and rotate around. Or, depending on the situation, you can go. I don't think going is the right play here. It's high, and so just rotate back around here and let Kudev go. And if Kudev needs to go, he'll be ready, and he'll have a good 50 with Democat, and if he somehow fucks it up, you'll be ready. It's a much better play than what this is. You guys get kind of stagnant. Look, Time has you beat to this by a mile. He has another touch, and you can't deal with it if it hits here. And then, we've got a pretty big play with Demo doing a nice play. It's going to be scary. And even when Baze wins this, Kudev is slow. You see how slow Kudev is to help you? If Kudev had won that, you would have been pretty quick to help him. It doesn't work as well. There's some optimizations that could be done. Ugh, brutal play. Let's watch here. So, the 50. Where's the 50? It's right here. You're trying to go to goal because you think you have this nice opening. Be careful. When you're on defense, be careful shooting the ball middle. I know you guys are pretty good at keeping it wide. This is an example of you trying to you see the free goal, you're happy, but just realize that if any 50 comes, you're going to be in big trouble. It's a good try, though. Boom. Alright. So we got 2 to 3. This is fine. I like the out of ball cam. Should be a goal. Nice shot. Well done. See how much quicker you were to that? Look, you're boosting, you're going. You're quicker than you were to the last ones. You're still a little slow in my opinion. You seem almost unwilling to go supersonic. Which I get. I know that you like more control out of not being supersonic, but let's get supersonic. It's time. Let's get some speed going. I like that you didn't challenge. I don't like that you boost out the ass here because you kind of screw your angle on this turn right here. You see this turn that you try to do? If you hadn't boosted out your ass a shitload, you would have been fine. Just be confident. Right here, be confident that you can just turn without boost. It seems like you're using boost to turn here. You don't need boost to turn. Use your drift, use your gas, control your car correctly. Then you could have turned and had a really good play here, but instead you end up like this. Let's watch one more time. Slow down. You don't have to go fast. Just time it right so that you cover everything. You boost the middle thinking I'm going to do some magical magic. I don't know. And even then, I think you can cover it at this angle. No need for boost. No need for boost. No need. So much. And then you get out of position. So just be careful there. This is fine. You're keeping it wide. I know it's hockey and that's scary. Don't be afraid to trust your teammate here. So right here, you can literally... There's literally nothing wrong with just driving forward here, away from the ball. You should know that that's not going in, A, and that your teammate's going to have time beat to that. You should just trust your teammate enough to know that. And it would have worked out perfectly. So just try and know about situations where you can just leave the ball. You guys are struggling with that as a whole. And, that could easily have been a goal. Easily. Good play from Kudev on that back post rotation. I do like this. How did you end up here? You did a good job here. Slow into the goal, guy off the crossbar, and then you wait a half a second and look at this angle. This angle is really good. Be careful about me hitting it over your head here because neither you or Worthless have good positioning on that, so you might want to be almost a little slightly further back. But besides that, this is good threat. Again, I think your 50s leave a lot to be desired. Right here, the correct play is jump straight forward, lift your nose, and please jump at the full height. You're struggling. It's something that hockey players struggle with because the puck is so low that you have to jump quickly all the time. So jump quickly off the ground, because it's so low. You have to do quick double jumps, but you need to jump and hold the button so you get higher. Get that fast get up going. Jump high. Use your jump to get up and do accurate jumps. You're jumping. Your control stick control is not good. And right here, you get some air roll if you're going to try to turn your car like that. Mechanics, my man. It's mechanics. This is fine. He couldn't see that way, and he kind of passes it middle. Be careful. Right here, you can slow down and kind of dish it to your left and then cover it yourself. Or you can just play it back to the right corner. Or you can see, hey, maybe my teammate wants to do something with that. I think some communication is definitely necessary for this play, because you don't see much here. I don't know how you end up in this positioning. Right here. The wall. Okay. Right here, cut to the right immediately. Cut to the right, like back a little bit slightly without getting bumped, and then cut to the left as soon as he hits this pass. And then you have a little bit more angles. It's not easy to do though. This is fine. I like the clear, and you're covering middle a little bit, so you're not screwing yourself. Again, I don't know why you guys boost like crazy. You guys are in good spots and you boost right here. You're in a good spot. Don't boost like a madman here. Boost is useless. Turn to the left and face the ball, then boost. See how you're boosting away from the play right now, and it fucks you entirely. You guys need to watch your boosters. It's a really good hit with the puck. I like it. Good pressure. Good leave. Good boost steal. I like this. Don't stay middle here. Go to the right. Go around Worthless on the right. Because now you're just going to get in his way. Do you see how you almost get in? You force him to go that way. He didn't want to take that angle. Worthless wanted this angle right here. Would have been much better. Could have come around. But instead you gave him this angle. This angle makes him later to the ball. He does not like that. Be careful with that. Don't fuck each other. How did we fuck up so hard here? What a finish. What the hell did we do wrong? Alright. Oh, this is the demo cat play I got mad about. Oh, I figured it out. Demo is fucking a rotation all day. Okay, so time brings it to the corner with me. Right? This is a much more complicated rotation. Prime brings it to the corner with me. Demo has back post, but Demo doesn't choose to take back post. Demo is the goalie right now, but Demo doesn't figure that out. And he's not rotating wide enough at all. Demo's going straight down the middle. He needs to be wider. He needs to be over here. And then, with me in the corner, no one's covering goal right now. He decides that he wants to join the three of us in the corner for some reason, without any indication from me that I'm going anywhere else. Now, it does, from his perspective, he's thinking, okay, well, empty shouldn't be staying here. But from my perspective, there's nothing wrong with staying here at all. It's more complicated, but I can't cover goal right now. I'm really going to struggle to cover goal, and I'm just going to get in Demo's way. So I just cut in and wait. But Demo decides to go full speed in the corner, ignore everybody, and then hit it terribly. If he got a good hit there, it would have all been fine. Then hit it terribly, give it to the other team, and I'm stuck in the corner still. And then the puck wobbled like that and didn't make me happy. And then Baze happened to fall right into my path, which prevented this 50 from happening. And then I didn't jump high enough. I still had that save, I didn't jump high enough. So, a lot of things went wrong there. But good goal by you guys. I was practicing something, that's why my jumps were fucked up. I was practicing holding the controller slightly differently. No excuses though, dear. I don't really... Why the fuck did everybody leave there? Right here. Wait, what the fuck is Baze doing? Again, go around your teammate on the right. Why? 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 You get this play. You back up. Oh, don't hold ball cam there. Leave the ball alone. Turn and turn off ball cam and turn to the right around him. To the right. To the right. To the right. To the right. Don't go left. Now you're all stuck on the same side of the field and you're all beat easily by everything and it's stupid. Just don't do that. And you hit him, basically. You fucked this whole attack. Don't do that. Go out middle and use your out-of-ball cam there. You didn't have a play on the ball. When you don't have a play, know it. Because, look, I mean, you guys all get really stuck here. And he gets taken out of the play for a while. Whatever. 6 seconds left. This is fine. And you see how we immediately hit it far side and we get an attack going? Because of the fact that you guys are all on the same side? Be careful about that. What a failure of communication. Alright. That's all I got to say about that game.